Wow. Well, everyone, welcome back. I wonder if many of you thought I would be back today after that crazy marathon that we just had on Friday. That was Mega Man Marathon 2, and whoo, it was a doozy. Let's put it that way. Um, Today we're gonna catch up. I'm gonna let you know exactly what happened during Friday's marathon event, what this means for the future. We're gonna talk about how DSP tries it didn't go so well. In fact, it didn't really happen at all. But what we're going to do this week, we're going to talk about the schedule coming up because this week's schedule is going to be kind of interesting. People are wondering if and when I'm going to be playing this Battlefield beta that is out and more. There's basically a whole lot of games or a whole lot of stuff coming out or going on, I should say. Got distracted. Sorry, there was a pop up. And today, we'll be focusing on this and trying to get caught up with everything that's happened and everything that is continuing to happen here on the channel. Today is the premiere of a brand new game, Mafia: The Old Country. I'll be playing it all day long on both streams to get a big chunk into it and see what I think. So, it's time to get caught up. It's time to have some fun. It's time for a brand new streaming week. Thanks for being here for the first episode this week of the Level 1 Podcast. Attention! The games are about to begin. All hail the Ooh, all right, everybody. So welcome to the show. It's Sunday, the 10th of August, 2025. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 Podcast. The last 48 hours, for me, have been absolutely out of control, insane. Not only do we have a crazy marathon that, by the way, was a very successful marathon. I just want to say to everyone who showed up, engaged, and supported Mega Man Marathon 2 on Friday, thanks so much for that, because it went so well that we did actually qualify and unlock a second marathon, a bonus marathon, if you will, for the end of the month. We can now start to look up dates and figure out exactly when we want to do it, because I didn't want to do that until we had confirmed that it was happening. The good news is, guess what? The end of this month lies exactly on a weekend, which is perfect, right? Absolutely it is. So we will talk about that today, but what a crazy day Friday was. All day long, playing Mega Man 4, 5, and 6 while hanging out with you guys. When we actually got halfway through the marathon, I did a little bit of a change. That's right. We swapped out Mega Man for Proto Man in the background when Proto Man became a major part of one of the games, Mega Man 5, where he's basically accused of being the guy trying to take over the world with Robot Masters, just to find out it was Dr. Wily. Wow, what a surprise, right? So that was cool. And the thing that really got me on Friday, you guys were very supportive, all right, in every aspect. There were people on YouTube who were doing super chats and membership bombs, and there were people on Kick who were gifting subs, and there were tips, and it was crazy. Remember what I said is that every incremental $100 raised, I was going to take a shot. I think by the end of the day, I had taken like 10 shots, and I tried to pace myself. Really, I did, but it didn't really work. To make matters worse, I had actually ordered some food that I thought I was going to do DSP Tries It with, but you guys had already had me like 6+ shots in. And when the food showed up, already my stomach wasn't feeling that good. And I said to everyone, I'm not feeling like I'm already feeling like pretty not necessarily full-on drunk. I wasn't full-on drunk, but man, you could tell when you're just not yourself because I was so much liquor in me. And I was like, I don't think we should do DSP Tries It. Let's just have a meal together. And then I started to eat it. And quite honestly, it wasn't good. Like I ordered this jambalaya and it tasted worse than what my wife makes when she makes homemade gumbo. I'm serious. It actually, her gumbo tasted better. I'm like, oh. And then the pizza, which I've had their pizza before many years ago. This one just wasn't that good. So I'm eating, I'm like, oh, like none of this is very good. So I ended up not even eating that much. I had that like 3 small, because those pieces of pizza were really small. So I had 3 small pieces of pizza and just a little bit of the jambalaya. And then all of a sudden, I start playing again. You guys have me taking shots. I'm like, oh my God. So we got through pretty much as I thought we were going to get through. And what I mean by that is I didn't actually expect that I was going to beat Mega Man 4 through 6. I didn't. First of all, remember, out of all of those, the only one that I own when I was a kid was Mega Man 4. So I knew some of that, but not all of it. Mega Man 5 and 6, I've only ever played once ever, and it was like 12, 13 years ago. So I'm basically kind of going in blind. I didn't remember much of it, right? And so basically, how can I say? We got 2.5 games in, but we ran out of time. I mean, it was about 10 p.m. There was no way I was going to beat Mega Man 6. Now, it's funny because the first Mega Man marathon back in January, I did beat Mega Man 1, 2, and 3, but it was by like the skin of my teeth. Like we barely got it done. And if you remember, I had problems with that one too, because, you know, the more inebriated you get, the worse you're going to play. You're going to make mistakes. And I was trying to really focus, so I didn't really have a ton of interactivity with the audience because it was more like me focusing on Mega Man trying to get through it. If you didn't see any of it, it's all live on the channel. Number one, the stream itself, I left as a live stream, like in its entirety. If you just want to watch the entire event from start to finish, you can. That does include some footage that was not recorded as a separate video, such as when I ate the food and it just wasn't very good. So you can check that out. Or I did record separate parts, including the intro, Mega Man 4's first half until my setup crashed. Because what ended up happening was I was updating the leaderboard and the leaderboard caused a crash in OBS. So then I lost the stream and I had to bring it back. So there was a cut of the video there. And then the second half of Mega Man 4, I think all of Mega Man 5 is one video. And then Mega Man 6, I got through all the Robot Masters, and that's when I ran out of time. So there's a bunch of videos there to watch. If you like classic Mega Man and you want to see me try to do it when pretty heavily intoxicated, give it a look. All right. Now, you guys supported so well. Not only did we hit the goal to do the food order, which didn't turn into a DSP Tries It, sadly, but we also got 4 goals into a new week. All right. So what we're going to do, we're not going to do it immediately, but we're going to talk about what should DSP Tries It be this week. This week, I'm going to be open to anything. All right. Like whatever you guys want, even if you want fast food this week, whatever it is, we'll do whatever. I'm not going to be stingy this week. Now, of course, some ridiculously stupid people on the internet actually think they can make a big deal out of the fact that I didn't formally record a DSP Tries It. That's how fucking insane these losers are. Guess what? We hit the goal. I ordered food. I ate the food, and I told you it wasn't good. Literally, the only thing we didn't do, I didn't do a formal DSP Tries It where I rated the food, and I didn't play the intro. But you got DSP Tries It, just it wasn't a great episode, so I decided not to actually formally produce and upload it. You could still watch it as part of the marathon, which is archived. So if you're such a mentally ill moron who you think I owe you something because I didn't do a formal DSP Tries It, you can kiss my hairy ass. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Okay. Now, for this week, like I said, I'll be way more open. The last couple of DSP Tries It's, I said, oh, I pick or whatever. This week, I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear what things are out right now that you'd like to see me try. We can talk about them and figure out the best one. So give me your opinions. Give me your feedback. What is out there right now that you would like? I'm curious. The only one that I'm aware of at all right now is that McDonald's is doing some adult Happy Meal. Okay. It doesn't look good. It's basically either a quarter pounder or McNuggets with fries. I think the only difference is there's some kind of a berry shake that comes with it. And of course, special packaging. And I guess you get some kind of an adult toy with it, similar to that Minecraft meal. Very similar to that. Okay. If you guys really want me to do that, I'll do it. I don't know when it comes out. I guess we got to check. Let's see when that actually comes out. Hold on one second. The countdown is on for McDonald's new adult Happy Meal. The countdown is on. Let's see when it's coming out. A first of its kind collectible souvenir, sure to unlock core memories. If you say so. My core memories are not of McDonald's, for the record. I ate a Burger King when I was a kid. My mom wouldn't let me eat at McDonald's. Okay, Tuesday, August 12th. It's called the McDonaldland Meal. It's Tuesday, August 12th. Okay? So there you go. So if that's what you want, that's what we can do. But I want to hear what else is going on. If you guys have other suggestions of things to do, I would love to hear it. All right, so let's get that discussion started today so we can figure this out, what you want for DSP Tries It. The only thing that I'm not doing, I'll tell you this right now, that stupid Wendy's, really dumb, Wendy, what is it? It's the Wednesday meal at Wendy's is just like 10 nuggets. That's it. It's like 10 nuggets. Okay? And nothing special. It's like a topping on a Frosty. And there's no, at least with the McDonald's adult Happy Meal, you're getting like a collectible that's unique. You get nothing with the Wendy's meal. It's literally just a waste of time. I'm not doing that. I refuse to give Wendy's my money when they're not going to put any effort into it. Okay? But let's see what you guys want. Let me know. All right? Please share your ideas. Send them my way. Okay. Yes, of course, morons saying I insulted my wife's cooking. No, I didn't. Again, what is wrong with you fucking losers? What is wrong with you? Can you get a fucking life and stop micro-analyzing everything I say and trying to twist it into something toxic because you are life losers? No one insulted my wife's cooking, you fucking armpit-scratching mouth droolers. Didn't happen. Shut the fuck up. Okay. And I'm going to ban every single fucking dunce who says it too. Goodbye. Get the fuck out of the chat. You're so dumb. There we go. Fuck you, and fuck you. Tweedledum, Tweedledummer, and Tweedledumbest. All gone. All right. Shake Shack has new hot dogs. Do they really? Really? And by the way, good morning, everyone, because a lot of people are trying to get my attention, but you got to understand that when I start the show, usually I have to do an opening monologue with the important stuff to talk about. So good morning, Chris. I know Jade says that they're going to try to watch, but Jade doesn't feel good. So Jade, I hope you feel better today. What's up, everyone who's here? I hope that you're all having a good day. Shake Shack has hot dogs. Shake Shack has a limited time hot dog days menu featuring several unique hot dogs in addition to their classic 100% beef hot dog. They have an Angus beef chili dog, Angus beef chili cheese dog, high heat dog, fried pickle dog, and a crispy onion cheese dog available for a limited time only. But the question is, can you actually get them? Or is this, oh, you have to get it at the store? You know what I mean? Let's find out. Nope. Hot dogs are not, oh, wait. Never mind. There they are. They did add them. They're at the very bottom. Okay. Sure, they're all on here. Fried pickle dog, high heat dog, Angus beef chili cheese dog, a crispy onion cheese dog. Yeah, they're all on there. All right. So if you want that, we could do that too. Okay. That's excellent. All right. So I would say Shake Shack hot dogs or the McDonald's adult Happy Meal, which starts on Tuesday. All right. Those are two options that we can do. Okay. All right. We'll talk about this more, but at least we got a head start trying to figure this out. Okay. All right. So we'll continue talking about that this week and we'll figure it out. Thanks for the early suggestions. Okay. Now we have a lot to talk about. We have to talk about another marathon. We got to talk about this week because this week's crazy. We got shout outs to do though. So let's start with shout outs, shall we? Let's shout out some tips. Let's shout out, wow, there's a big membership there. Wow, there's a lot going on. Okay, well, let's start with tips. We got a $10 tip here from Slayer. He says, actually, I wanted to start contributions today, but I'm actually not on the podcast. I'm going to watch it later. I want to ask your thoughts on National Day Parade video I sent you for my Independence Day. If you watch it, what are your thoughts? Slayer, as we're about to talk about, my last 48 hours have been a wild whirlwind. I haven't had a moment to myself. Everything's been very chaotic in my personal life. I haven't watched a video. I haven't done anything. I will watch it, but I haven't had a single chance to do any of this kind of stuff. It's been insane, basically. Like, no lie. I came in here this morning and I was like, did I do everything I need to even do for today's stream? No, I didn't have the game downloaded. My stuff wasn't plugged in and charged. I was like, oh shit. It's been wild. All right. I basically, by the end of the marathon on Friday, I had drank 10 shots and I was trying to upload and everything and finish. And, my head wasn't on straight. So I didn't really do everything I was supposed to do at the end of Friday. And then yesterday was an actual day where I had a bunch of stuff going on my day off. It wasn't like, a relaxing day for me to just hang out and do whatever. No, it was like I'm running all around doing a million things. I had appointments. I had all kinds of crazy shit. And it was just like very, very all over the place. No relaxation for me. And now I'm right into another 6-day streaming week. But my hair, once again, won't. I give up. I seriously give up. Look at it. It won't even like stay in place. You see what it's doing? It's like going crazy today. My hair is absolutely out of control. Holy moly. I don't know. I give up. Look at this. Look how it looks when I put my head up. I'll just do the podcast like this. You can see my hair sticking out. I give up. So thank you, Slayer, for $10. I'm sorry that I can't really answer your question properly because no, I haven't watched the video. Like I said, I haven't even really been around in the last 24 to 48 hours because of personal stuff going on that was pretty wild and time consuming and stressful and oy, oy, oy. Put it that way. There was another $5 tip, also from Slayer. He says he's playing Mafia the Old Country and he's enjoying it. All right, let's see what he has to say here. He says, I'm maybe 5 to 7 hours in. It's more linear. The game reminds me of Red Dead Redemption 2, focusing on story and gameplay. There isn't much free roaming, but the story is good and the graphics are good as well. From what I don't understand, there is no free roaming. That's what they were saying, is that the game is not going to have free roam. It is literally a very narrative-based, do the story kind of game, much like Mafia 1 and 2 were, which everyone seemed to like. Everyone thought Mafia 1 and 2 were great, and then when Mafia 3 made the open world with insane amount of grinding and stuff, a lot of people criticized it. I was one of them. So, okay, would I ever try a different sub place besides Subway? Of course, I have. I've done Firehouse subs. I've done Jersey Mike's. I think a couple ones that I didn't do. I think there's one I always forget about. They have good subs, but I've barely ever eaten there, and I keep forgetting what they're called. Crap. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. And then there's there's another one called Togo's, but it's not that good. It's just okay. I've had Togo's before, and they were just kind of eh. Not Jimmy John's. There's another one outside of Jimmy John's. No, not Quiznos either. I love Quiznos, but Quiznos is so rare out here. Most of them closed. But no, if ever you guys wanted to see something else, we could do that. Yeah, Game Reduces. Mafia games are better without free roam. Just stick to a good story. I agree. Most games don't do that anymore. I agree with you. So, okay. So let's get to the YouTube side support. First of all, Hypnotic Jinx coming back from a hiatus and rejoining the channel and re-upping their Ultra membership. And Ultra membership on YouTube is $20, and I make about $15 out of that. So we can count that as a $15 contribution and get Hypnotic Jinx on the leaderboard here. Thank you so much, Hypnotic Jinx. I appreciate that. Good to see you back. Jack Walker did a £5 super chat. Now, £5 is the equivalent of like $6 and change. And it says, can you congratulate Mini Tom on releasing a new horror game called Darkness Arrives? Thanks. Well, congrats, I guess. I don't know anything about this game. Darkness Arrives. Is it on Steam? Visit the store page. Here it is. Why didn't it come up when I searched for it? Oh, English language not supported. Because this game does not have English support, they hid it. Oh, crap, really? Well, the game came out May 5th, 2021, apparently. It's in beta testing right now. Oh, okay. Oh, Jade, yes. Thank you, Jade, for re-upping your membership as well. That popped up before the stream started, so it wasn't in my queue. But thank you very much, Jade. Jade, again, I hope you feel better, man. I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling good today. I hope that you get well soon, okay? Okay. Well, that's why this is so weird. Like, the page is, like, blank. It's the weirdest thing. Well, congrats on Darkness Arrives. Hopefully the game turns out to be good. There you go. Thank you, Jack, for the super chat. Then we've got Fox McFox with a $5 super chat. Why'd you say in the Daily Wrap it wasn't a DSP Tries It? Okay. Allow me to explain this real slow so everyone gets it. Because there's some people, if I talk too fast, they don't understand. Are you ready? Okay. We hit the support goals. I ordered the food as promised. I tasted the food as promised. I told you the food wasn't good. These are all things that normally happen during a DSP Tries It. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't play the intro and I didn't record it as an on-demand video to watch because I didn't think that it was a quality episode because I was too inebriated. Okay? I'm not going to put out something that is an inferior version in my professional capacity as a creator. That's my prerogative. I still went through every single step of what I promised and gave you the content, and you can watch the content as part of the archived stream, which I left live on this channel just for this purpose, so that someone couldn't try to say that I didn't do it, because it did. You can watch it right now, okay? Now, if you actually think that I did not fulfill my end of the deal because I didn't play the intro that says DSP Tries It, then hold on 1 second. Ready? DSP Tries It. Hi. On today's new episode of DSP Tries It, I'm going to try telling all of you dunce fuck detractors that I don't give a fuck about what you think. 5 out of 5. Amazing. DSP Tries It. All right, I hope you enjoyed that special edition of DSP Tries It. Okay, good stuff. Anyway, like I said, we will do a DSP Tries It this coming week, and I'll let you guys pick whatever you want, whether it's Shake Shack's hot dog. That sounds good to me, because I've never had a Shake Shack hot dog. That sounds like something tasty to do and different to do. So maybe we'll do that, okay? Cool. Or if you want the adult meal, we could do that too. Whatever you guys want. All right, so let's keep talking about it and figure out what you want, because we're at 4 goals, and I'm sure sooner rather than later we'll be near 10, and we're gonna have to figure it out. Okay. Okay. Why Susha116 did a $2 super chat and says the Wednesday meal has 4 special sauces. No, why Susha? I'm well aware of this. We talked about this like 2 weeks ago. All right. So just to reiterate, the Wendy's Wednesday Addams meal is 10 nuggets. Okay. Fries and a Frosty. So what's the difference between just getting the nuggets now? Nothing. They're exactly the same nuggets. What about the fries? Nothing. They're exactly the same fries. Well, what about the Frosty? I'm not kidding you. I think they just squirt a sauce on top of the Frosty. Raven's Blood Frosty. Vanilla or chocolate? Here's the picture. It's literally a regular Frosty, chocolate or vanilla, and they squirt a red sauce on top. I'm not shitting you. Now, the one thing you can argue they're doing different is when you order this meal, which is hardly a meal, because if you think that 10 of their nuggets and a small fries is a meal, that's pretty ridiculous, okay? There are randomized sauces. Randomized. Meaning, you order this meal, they're going to take 2 sauces, those little cups that they do the sauce in, and they put it in your bag. That's it. You don't choose what sauce you want. You have no control over it. You don't even know what the sauces are. They're called Nowhere to Woe, Grave Mistake, You Can't Hide, and This Will Sting. So what do you think You Can't Hide tastes like? Jump scare there for a sub. Thank you to Real Huge Asshole. I'll shout that out in a second. So the point is, literally, it's 3 items you can get right now from Wendy's. Nuggets, fries, Frosty. Frosty, they just said, oh, look, it's a Raven's blood because we do this. Done. And then for the nuggets, you don't even get to pick the sauce you want. They give you randomized sauces and you don't even know what they are. So it's not a new meal. This is the equivalent of Burger King saying, we have a new Whopper. But it's literally just the ingredients they already had at Burger King, just combined with the Whopper slightly differently. That's not a new Whopper. There's nothing new. There's literally nothing new in the Wednesday meal. It's exactly the same as what you can get right now at Wendy's, except you don't get to pick the sauces you get. You get random sauces you might hate. What if you absolutely hate spicy sauce and they give you 2 spicy sauces? You're fucked. You got to eat plain nuggets. Does that sound like a great meal? No, it sounds like shit. It sounds like Wendy stopped trying and I'm not going to waste my money over there. Seriously. Like I said, at least with the adult Happy Meal, you know what you're getting, and you're going to get some kind of a collectible toy or something that at least makes it a little different. You know, like the Minecraft meal, I said the same thing. I said, it's the same food, but at least you're going to get the Minecraft collectible. That's kind of a cool thing. In this case, you get nothing. You know what you get? Your money taken from you, and you look like a fucking rube because you spent all that money at Wendy's and you got a bunch of nuggets and fries because you're stupid. So I'm not doing that meal. Okay. Well, thank you, Y Susha, for trying to clarify that. I already was aware of that, though. We've got Maximum Turbo re-upping their membership for 9 months. He says, impromptu DSP tries it. Yes, that was a good one, wasn't it? I loved it. That might have been one of my top 5 DSP tries it's of all time. And then Original Grant did a $2 super chat. Did you double check the totals from the marathon? No. When that marathon ended, I was drunk and I was barely able to end the stream, upload the videos, film DSP tries it, and get out of this office without passing out. I was insanely exhausted and inebriated. So I didn't do jack diddly. But I didn't even get to tell you yet about yesterday, which I will in a moment. So thanks for a $2 super chat. Now we've got, whoa. So we have a real huge asshole gifted a sub over on Kick, and that's our first sub. But then we have a Lance Catamaran just came by and gifted 5 subs over on Kick, so prepare for a big melee brawl here on stream. You're going to hear it as the 5 gifted subs pop up here. So thank you very much to Lance Catamaran. I appreciate that support. That's $25. So we are now at $74 of support, just like that. Thank you so much, Lance. Good to see you, because I know Lance wasn't here on Friday. Lance says I should upload that special edition of DSP Tries It. Oh, it'll be a good one, huh? Don't worry, it's already been clipped and stolen and uploaded to someone else's channel with nothing to make it transformative, but they'll claim that they somehow are legally protected doing that when they're not, and I could sue them into fucking oblivion. But, you know, like I said, all this is being tracked. All this is being documented for future use in a court of law. So it's all good. I can't wait to own half the shit that my detractors own in a few years. Anyway, okay, I received a $10 tip. Hold on, because it's malfunctioning. Work. Here we go. So I got a $10 anonymous tip. Thank you so much. Get that on the leaderboard. Have you heard of Pac-Man World remakes? Might be a better platformer than the Donkey Kong Bonanza. We played Pac-Man World 1, did we not? Didn't they remake Pac-Man World 1 a few years ago, and I played it? It was insanely easy. It was, like, ridiculously easy. But I think that's because it was originally meant to be, like, a kid's game from back in the day. I think so. I didn't know about others. I wasn't aware that any others actually existed, so maybe you're saying there were more and they were remade. I'm not aware about that. Okay? Okay. All right. So, wow. Thank you guys for all of this early support. I really appreciate it. So here's the deal. So I finished up on Friday night. I barely could finish. Like, if you watch that daily wrap, you'll see I am so exhausted. I'm beat because when you drink and you're physically tired, you start to get almost like drowsy, right? So I was like so beat. And I got out of here and I spent a little bit of time with my wife and I hit the sack. And I woke up yesterday morning and I had a bad hangover. I did. I woke up and I was like, oh my God. Like I had a headache. And I was like, what I really need is I need some food in me. But it's our day off and we decided that we were going to order breakfast, right? So my wife and I have ordered breakfast before. We don't do it all the time, but a lot of the local places used to be good, but for some bizarre reason, they've gotten worse and worse. So we're like, we're just going to order like from a chain. So we ended up ordering of all places from IHOP, right? So I ordered an omelet, but I didn't want any meat. I said, I'll just want like a veggie omelet. So I said, what would go good in a veggie omelet? How about mushrooms and some roasted tomato and some green pepper and some onion? That sounds good, right? In an omelet. And then I got a side of like plain pancakes. Okay. So that's what I got. Just plain pancakes and a veggie omelet, right? My wife ordered, she wanted strawberry banana pancakes. And I think she got an omelet that was just like ham and cheese, something like that, right? The food shows up. Now, keep in mind, I'm hungover, right? So I'm hungry. I'm like, oh, man, I really need this. I'm not really looking or anything. So I just start eating. I'm hungry. So I eat like half the omelet. And then all of a sudden, my stomach, I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on here? Something's up. And so I looked at my wife. My wife had started eating her omelet. Hers is all right. But then I looked. So her strawberry banana pancakes, they didn't give her any strawberries at all. So we didn't have that. The bananas were actually like rotten. Like they'd take the bananas and cut the bananas up into slices and put them in a container. They were actually like rotten bananas. I'm not even kidding. It was disgusting. Like, oh my God, like what the hell? So then I ate half my omelet. It didn't look bad or anything, but I basically ate half the omelet and I had like maybe like half of the pancake stack. Okay. All of a sudden, my stomach turns and I'm like, oh. So I had some Alka-Seltzer. I chugged the Alka-Seltzer and my stomach was killing me. But I had a bunch of shit that I had to do yesterday. So now here I am running around trying to do stuff on my day off and my stomach is like curdling in me. And I'm like, oh my God. The thing is I had no cheese in the omelet, no meat in the omelet. It was just veggies. So what that means is the freaking veggies were bad. They actually gave me bad veggies in my veggie omelet. I'm trying to eat healthy to recover from a hangover, and it ends up backfiring, and now my stomach is killing me. So it was not a good day because there was a lot of other stressful things that were going on that I had to deal with while my stomach was killing me all day. I'm dealing with this crap. So I think what I need to do is next time around when I do a marathon, I think I want to do like a double day off. Like, I just think it makes sense. Like, I have one day where I don't have to run around and do a whole bunch of shit so I can recover from the marathon. And then another day where I can go do my normal stuff. Because this time it did not work. Like, I didn't get to sleep in extra or nothing because I didn't feel good. I try to eat something to recover from my hangover and it makes my stomach sick. And now all day I'm running around doing a whole bunch of stressful nonsense. And then my stomach is killing me. Like, let me put it this way. If I actually was not me and I wasn't stalked and harassed by a bunch of crazy losers on the internet, okay, I would tell you all about yesterday and there would be some interesting stuff. You guys would laugh your ass off at some of it. All right. Like something just happened that was so funny. But the thing is, it's private stuff. That's not stuff from the studio, from my streams. I can't tell you it. There was a time when I would have, and there was a time when I have. But sadly, if I tell you private stuff going on in my life, a whole bunch of people go insane. They hyper focus on it. They try to use it to hurt me and do messed up stuff. So I can't tell you. Like, I'm not even kidding. 1,000,000%. If I actually told you, I know exactly how my detractors would try to mess with myself and others around me. I'm not kidding. So the funny part about it is these idiots, right, who want good content and, oh, Phil will tell a funny story. We'll make fun of him today. You can't even get the story anymore. I would love to tell you the story, the funny story here on the podcast, but I literally can't tell you because then you would use it in a toxic, negative, harmful way. So instead, you get nothing. You actually get nothing. You should have a funny story. It's fucking great, but no, you get nothing now. Okay? Instead, all you get to know is that I was stressed out and had a stomach ache. That was my yesterday. I tell you, a lot more than that happened, but you're never going to know what it is. Maybe if these people out there could actually behave like normal fucking humans instead of insane, stalkerish pest losers who actually are out to hurt me for some bizarre reason. I don't get it, you know? It's very odd the way that they work and they operate, but I apologize to those of you who probably would be nice people and would be interested in hearing more about my private life and the stuff that I do and the things I get into, but I can't share it anymore. It really does stink. I can't. There would be a whole show. This whole podcast would be you'd be laughing about hearing stuff that happened yesterday, but I can't even tell you. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Maybe if I wait a few years, right, then maybe I can do that, right? I don't know what's going on. So, like 3 or 4 bot accounts are spamming on Kick. I'm not even going to read what they're saying. I'm just going to ban them. Seriously, I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to ban all these accounts that are spamming the same message because obviously they're all the same account. Okay, there we go. Morons. All right. Okay, so the good news is I'm not hungover today. I feel much better. And but I was so behind. Like yesterday, I was running around doing a million things, and now today I get in the office. I'm like, crap, I didn't get the game yet. You know, my stuff's not set up in charge. I got to plug everything in. So it's kind of like playing catch up now. We got a full 6 days of streaming this week. We do. It's 6 days of streaming. Now through Friday. And it's going to be a good variety of content. Today, all day, we're trying out this Mafia, the old country game. Tomorrow, we're going to be, I believe, going back to Death Stranding 2 for some good progress. And we're not going to do a podcast tomorrow, so that way we can get maximum progress in the game. Tomorrow night will be American Truck Sim. And then Tuesday, we'll do another Mafia, the old country stream. And Tuesday night, we'll continue Donkey Kong Bonanza, which is now going to be a night stream. Wednesday, more Death Stranding 2, again with no podcast. And then Minecraft, okay? Thursday, I believe, is the open beta for Battlefield 6. So I think what I will do Thursday's daytime stream will actually be Battlefield 6 beta. And if it's really good and we like it, I'll probably play it again on Sunday. I'll do 2 streams of it over the course of this weekend when it's an open beta available for everybody, okay? And then Thursday night, I think we were going to do GTA 4. That's right. With Friday, then having an open day where we could either do more Mafia, more Death Stranding, whatever we want to do, and then the night would be CVS 2 Friday Night Fights. All right, so that's kind of the week. I hope that sounds good. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm sorry for the chaos. Trying to play catch-up is kind of stressful, but we're here. All right, cool. Very nice. Oh, did I get raided? Killdozer, how you doing? How's it going, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well. And if you did raid, thank you. People are saying we might have gotten raided here. I appreciate that. Everyone from Killdozer Stream, how y'all doing? Welcome to the podcast. I'm just blabbing as usual with my horrible hair today and stressed out, but it's all good. I'm here to start a new week. So Fox McFox did a $10 super chat, and I got to laugh at this one. All right. Fox McFox says, you're making the fans suffer. We don't get our reward because Ashton called you out on not doing the reward. Why do we suffer? Because he's mean to you about it. What on earth makes you think that I even know that Ashton said a word about anything? I don't. I streamed. I was drunk. I stopped streaming. I went to spend time with my wife. I passed out. I woke up the next morning hungover. I had an omelet that gave me a stomach ache. I have no idea about anything you're talking about. The only reason I even know anyone's whining is because they're in the chat whining about it. Me, DSP tries it. Well, me, I don't care. I don't even know what else. You actually, you're the one who hyperfixates and focuses on all this toxic shit. You're the one who watches every piece of content and documents what each person has said in each place. I don't care. Really, people who are like positive people with lives and shit going on don't give a fuck about idiots on the internet crapping on them. Why would I? Have you not noticed that literally none of this ever affects me? There could be 5,000 idiots right now making toxic videos and ranting about how things are, how bad I am. Nobody cares. I'm here every day. I'm streaming. I'm having a great time with all of you, right? We're chilling. We're having, everything's great. Why do I care about what some, mongoloid idiot said on some show? I don't care. It doesn't affect me in the least. Stupid hair. This hair is bothering me. This actually does bother me when it puffs up only on this side and it won't stay down. I'm probably gonna have to go wet down my hair. All right. Well, that was interesting. I go to wet down my hair and fix it because it's bothering me so badly. And Jasper Kitty comes running into the bathroom and goes, meow, 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 meow. I was like, what the? It was like rapid fire meows. He actually surprised me. I was like, what is he? What the heck is he doing? I don't know. I tried to figure out why he was meowing so loud. I don't know why he did that. Anyway. All right. So, hooey. What a week we have in store. A good variety of Mafia, continuing on and trying to finish Death Stranding. That's a big focus this week, is trying to actually get as far as I can and finish Death Stranding, which is why 2 different days I'm not going to be doing a podcast when I play Death Stranding. I want to try to get as far as I can in it and wrap it up. And a good variety of other stuff. We're gonna have all our chill streams. We're gonna have a Minecraft stream, a truck sim stream. We're actually gonna have both Donkey Kong and GTA 4 as night streams this week. And I do apologize because I know people probably want more GTA 4 and Donkey Kong, and I can only do one of each stream this week because they're night streams now. And normally I would have done more, but we got a full day of Mafia today, So, my touchpad, oh man, I'm definitely gonna have to get a new laptop soon. This touchpad is barely working. I don't know what happened here. Which day for the Battlefield 6 beta? Probably Thursday it comes out as open beta, so I'll probably do it Thursday. And then if we like it and it's a good stream, I'll probably play it again on the final day, which is Sunday. I'll probably end up doing 2 streams of it. Okay? John says he already finished Mafia. Great game. Yeah, it's short, right? Well, I don't understand if you really rush through it, it's like 8 hours, but most people playing it are saying it's between like 10 to 13 hours, which is fine. That's absolutely fine if it actually is an interesting experience. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm okay with a shorter game as long as it's an entertaining game. That's what I want. I would prefer shorter, more entertaining games to a game that's long and padded and not good. That's the problem with most modern games, is they got this weird notion that you absolutely must have a 40-hour minimal gameplay experience with a bunch of padded gameplay that's not fun. I don't get that. Just give me a short but sweet game. Just don't charge me $80 for it, which they didn't, right? Isn't this one like $50? So you're not charging out the butt. It's good. Game Boy, what's going on, man? Good morning. Good to see you. All right, so here's the deal. I pretty much got through everything that I want to get through. I would argue that our leader for DSP Tries It this week would probably be these Shake Shack burgers, or if you want to see the McDonald's Adult Happy Meal. But the Shake Shack stuff, excuse me, I didn't say Shake Shack burger. I went to say Shake Shack hot dogs. These new Shake Shack hot dogs are out. I could probably get like 2 of them, and then maybe some other stuff too. All right. So that would be cool for DSP Tries It this week. All right. And then we'll go from there. So good stuff. Really, Jinx? Yeah. Things have been up and down. My wife is good right now. But the thing is, I'm not even kidding you, Jinx. Like, every time that I've mentioned private stuff, people turn it into like toxic, negative stuff. So I just don't really talk that much on stream about private stuff anymore. I just don't. Like, I don't see the point of talking about my private life and stuff behind the scenes when people are going to turn it into something nasty and negative and meme about it and do dumb shit. So I just don't anymore, But we're doing good. We are. This has actually been one of my best years of content creation so far. We're about 7 months. We're now heading into month 8. Seriously, great variety of gameplay and good stuff that's been going on. Support's been outstanding. We've had multiple fun marathons and successful things. So everything's going good in that regard. What, dude, this email. Remember I told you that it's Yahoo email that I use for notifications for tips? They changed it the other day. It's so bad now, man. They screwed it all up. Anyway, I got a $2 tip. The open beta is open right now. I'm well aware. There's a new game out. We're playing it today. It's called Mafia. And then the beta ends. I wish that the beta was longer or would have started earlier last week, but it started the stupid exclusive closed beta for those who already bought the game, which is ridiculous. Why you have to buy the game so early? That was Thursday and Friday. The open beta, it was yesterday and today. And then it ends, and then it resumes on Thursday, and it goes for Thursday through Sunday. So I'll be playing it on Thursday, and if we like it, I'll be playing it again on Sunday. Okay? Thanks. As I've already said multiple times, but people want to keep saying stuff. I don't know. Cool. All right. Well, guys, we're up to 96 bucks of support. Pretty awesome. Almost hitting a goal, and we haven't even started with Mafia yet. It's pretty darn cool. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. All right. So here's what we'll do. We have some extra time. We want to do some Q&A. Tag me in chat, either chat, and we'll do some Q&A for a little bit. Sometimes, basically, this is a quick. Sometimes this lasts a long time, depending on what you guys want to talk about, and I don't know what's to talk about today. So toss questions my way. Let's see what you want to discuss. All right, and we'll go from there. And then after that, it's Mafia time. How am I doing? I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Like Friday was great, but at the same time, it was rough. Like I'm trying to play Mega Man while inebriated. It's not easy. It's not, man. It's very challenging. Trying to get through all these robot masters, and there were some things where I screwed up. I ran out of boss abilities. I had to beat the bosses legit with the Mega Buster, which I did, but it's tough. It would be tough to do without being inebriated. And by the end of the day, I was shot, really. And then yesterday, which I wish would have been a day of recuperation, ends up being a day of stomach pain and also doing a million other things with stomach pain all day. So it was kind of like this weird balance of stress, you know? I don't feel like I've had a moment to de-stress, and now here I am back to another 6-day work week. So, you know, doing my best, but it should be a good week coming up. Yes, I'm playing the new Pokemon in October. Do I think the video game scene is thriving or failing? Certain things are thriving and certain things are failing. The things that used to thrive actually are failing. Like big AAA studios pumping out new iterations of the same franchise isn't even really working anymore. It seems like more of the indie stuff or the online co-op stuff, like that's the stuff that's thriving. And the stuff that used to be, giant AAA blockbuster, sell millions of copies, it's not happening anymore. So it is thriving. It's just not thriving in the same places it used to. And that's kind of weird. What am I most looking forward to coming out or playing this year? This year, I would definitely say Silent Hill is a big one for me. Obviously, if this Battlefield is good, I'm down for that for sure. And also, Call of Duty. If Call of Duty is good this year, but I don't know if it will be. Outside of that, it's hard to call. Like, I hope Pokemon's good. The last one was good, but ran like shit. If this one is good and doesn't run like shit, then that's a plus, right? Let's see. I would say, that Directive 8020 game. That's the new game from Supermassive, makers of Dark Pictures Anthology and Until Dawn. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that's really good. So that's just a few. I mean, there's more coming out this year, but those are the ones off the top of my head that I'm looking at more closely. So get rid of some of these off the list that we've already played. There we go. Cool. Snake Eater Remake I'm playing, but I'm not like massively looking forward to it. It's the same game, right? So it's not a big, to you it may be a bigger deal. To me, it's like, I'll play it again, but I'm not going crazy for it or anything. I would like to play the Final Fantasy Tactics remake, but we'll see what happens when it comes out. Hopefully people would like it, but I don't know if they will. I personally love Final Fantasy Tactics. Excuse me. Ghost of Yotei, I mean, I think it'll be good, but I'm nervous that if it is too samey to the first game, that it might not resonate with the audience as well. Like Ghost of Tsushima really worked for two reasons. Number one, because it was the samurai slash Japan game that everyone wanted, but Assassin's Creed refused to give. Everyone had wanted Assassin's Creed in Japan for the longest time, and for whatever reason, Ubisoft wouldn't put it out, right? So then, finally, another company did it, and did it with beautiful graphics and all these cool things, a great story as well. Also, you have to understand that Ghost of Tsushima came out during COVID. So it was summertime. We were all stuck at home because of COVID, and it came out at exactly the right time when normally in the summer, there's no big high profile releases from AAA studios. And that one just came out and wow, it hit the spot, right? But this time around, now we're 5 years later. It's coming out in the fall, not in the summer. It's going to be within a lot of different competition. And also, we kind of been there, done that with the game. So if it's more samey and it feels like the same game again, I don't know how well it's going to do. I guess we'll have to see. Excuse me. Big Dave did a pound super chat. Thank you to Big Dave for a pound. I appreciate that. Okay. What day will the next marathon be on? It's going to be at the end of the month. I just checked, and the end of the month, basically Friday the 29th is one day it could be, or we could do it on that Sunday. Here we go. I'm trying to see. See, Metal Gear Solid. Well, Gears of War Reloaded comes out the 26th, which is a Tuesday. Metal Gear Delta Snake Eater comes out the 28th, which is the Friday. Excuse me, the Thursday. So we could just do Snake Eater maybe all day the day before, and then we could do the Mega Man Marathon on that Friday, and then maybe I take like Saturday, Sunday off, and then I come back and it's a new month. We could do that maybe. Yeah. Probably what it's going to be. It'll probably be Friday the 29th of August. Probably. It could still be Sunday, but I feel like if I'm doing a marathon like that, it's better if I do it and I have some time to recuperate. So I'll probably do it that Friday. Yes, because that's the truth. So I told you guys that if the marathon went well, that I would do a second Mega Man marathon. And we are absolutely doing that now. It's going to be me finishing up Mega Man 6 because we're halfway through. I beat the Robot Masters, but now we have to do the boss stages in the finale. And Mega Man 7 and 8, which I've never played before, right? I've never played 7 and 8, I don't think. So it'll be my first time ever with those games, which will be pretty neat. I think 6 was the last one that I played. Yeah. I've never played 7 or 8. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that turns out. I hope you'll join me for that at the end of the month. 2 games that are genuine first-time experiences. Yeah. Exactly. Mowgli says the summers used to be dead. Now the fall months seem to be more dead. You're kind of right. Remember, it used to be the hardcore gaming season, where from September, October, November, December, it was every giant AAA release unloaded. You had your Call of Duties, but you also had your like narrative-based games. You had Assassin's Creed almost every year, right? You had both huge story-based games, but then you would have action-based games, multiplayer games. They would all come out within that short time frame because they all wanted to benefit from the end of the year sales boost around Christmas time. But it looks like it's kind of changed. Now it looks like summertime, there's actually quite a lot of stuff, which I'm not complaining about. Play Battlefield 6 or I'm never watching another stream of yours again. We are playing Battlefield 6. Why? I swear some people come to the stream and they do this. Like, why come to a podcast with audio content if you don't listen to the audio? We are doing Battlefield 6. We're doing it on Thursday, and then if I like it, we're doing a bonus stream on Sunday. Game Boy says, have any of the new trailers swayed you on Borderlands 4? Because I think it looks excellent. I have not seen any of the new trailers. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a wait and see for me. I'm just not sold on it. I didn't really like Borderlands 3. I still don't know if I'm going to play the campaign from Gears of War Reloaded or not. I definitely want to do the multiplayer, okay, for sure. But I don't know if I'm going to do the campaign. Stormforce Gamer says, I'm about 9 hours into Mafia. The story and the atmosphere are great. The game is on the easier side so far, but it's still fun. Yeah, again, I think what Slayer said earlier makes sense. It's Red Dead Redemption 2. It's great graphics, a very gripping narrative, but the gameplay isn't challenging. It's just you're doing the gameplay to get through the narrative, and the narrative is good, so you want to keep playing. All right, fair enough. Let's see. Let's see how it goes today. Borderlands is not a streaming game, says Mowgli. What I would say is Borderlands is a good co-op game. You're going to team up with people to play through it, and each one plays a certain role. That's probably where it shines, right? But as for just I'm doing a stream of it, it's pretty boring, right? Pretty grindy and boring. The one says Red Dead 2 had amazing open world content with hundreds of hours of immersive content within it. This is a one run type of game with a linear story. Yeah, but you don't have to do any of it. I get what you're saying. I do. Red Dead 2 seems like a true AAA experience because they made this giant open world with all this optional content, but you literally don't have to do any of it. Like, none of it even really adds to the game. It's kind of its own thing. You could play through the base story of Red Dead 2 and get pretty much the same stuff out of it as if you did grinding side content too. You know, like I feel that way anyway. And I did a lot of, remember, I tried all the different various games, and there was some plot lines and things that you follow. Remember, there's like the murderer guy you were trying to follow around and stuff. And that was all well and good, but none of it felt like, oh, I really got a bonus experience because I did it. It's more like, it's all right. It's that it's there. It's good extra content for those who want their money's worth. In this case with Mafia, they've outright said, don't expect anything but the linearness of the main story. That's the game. And if you're okay with that, come play our game for $50. And if you're not okay with that, skip our game. Jinx says, any big plans for your content creation anniversary? I mean, not necessarily. This year's my 18th anniversary as a creator. I actually started creating back in 2007 when I started uploading videos from Midwest Championships. Let's see here. Midwest Moments. Here they are. Midwest Moment videos. Those are my very first videos ever. Summer of 2007. In fact, my very first video ever was... I did not mean to click that. Screwed that up. June 23rd. No, wait. This is 2008. So maybe it was 2008 then. Oh, I've already celebrated my 17-year anniversary. University. My 17-year anniversary, I'm now into year 18 right now. June was actually my 17-year anniversary as a content creator. Yeah. Cool. I always thought it was 2007. I was wrong. It was summer of 2008. Yeah, here it is. It was June 2008, June 23rd. I uploaded my first videos ever. So I'm in year 18 right now. Cool. Good to know. Good to know your own history, huh? But yeah, no, I don't have anything planned. Maybe when we hit 20 years, which would be what, 2028? Maybe in 2028, we'll do a 20-year anniversary special or something crazy. We'll have to plan that out. There you go. Ideal Realism said, I enjoyed the Mega Man Marathon Friday. Hope to see more of retro games along with GTA 4. Cool. There will be GTA 4 this week, but sadly only one stream of it. I wish I could do more this week, but because of Mafia, I'm doing the full day of streaming of Mafia today. That's going to hold me back from doing more GTA 4, but GTA 4 will be in the rotation, as night streams moving forward, and I look forward to that. And then there will be a second Mega Man Marathon at the end of this month, probably, like I said, Friday the 29th is what I'm thinking. All right. Anything else you guys would like to talk about? Any other hot topics or anything I need to know about? And by the way, let's get to $100 of support right now. We're at, what, 97? Someone do $3. Get us to 100 before we start with Mafia today. And for the record, we're at 4 out of 10 goals. The sooner we hit the goals, the sooner we'll do this DSP Tries It. It seems like you guys want the new Shake Shack hot dog menu. I'm okay with that. And then, the sooner after that we hit another goal, we could do the McDonald's adult Happy Meal. There you go. Let's hit it all. Let's keep it rolling. Sounds like a plan to me. Who's got $3? Come on. Nah, I'm not down for watching Borderlands trailer today. Maybe sometime this week. We're not doing a podcast tomorrow because I want to get maximum Death Stranding too. But when the podcast comes back on Tuesday, maybe we'll do it then, if you remind me. The marathon went very well. We've been talking about it all morning. If you're asking me about it now, rewind the show. I talked about it quite a lot. I'm not even kidding. Someone asked about the Wendy's Wednesdays meal. After we did a whole segment about it, they're asking about it now. Rewind the show. Rewind to get your answers. Everything will be answered. The jump from Mega Man 6 to 7 is the biggest they made. Well, that's because they went from NES to Super NES, correct? So, yeah, I mean, if you remember, by the time Mega Man 7 came out, Mega Man X was already out. So there's already better graphics, new gameplay mechanics. So they kind of then just kind of implemented that with the classic Mega Man series, even though they kind of already had jumped ahead with X. Hypnotic Jinx with a $3 super chat says, maybe I can help set something up huge for the Big 20. Well, I'm always down to discuss it. I mean, the thing is, you never know what's going to happen. This has been quite the wild ride. The over 17 years I've now been a creator on the internet, right? You never know. In 3 years, you would hope that I'm still, broadcasting on YouTube and Kick and everything's good. You never know, right? So I would love to start planning, but it's kind of like, dude, 3 years planning ahead is a lot. Maybe a year. Maybe like if it's 2027, summer of 2027, and we realize in 1 year it's the 20th anniversary, maybe then we start planning something big. I think it's way too early to start planning now. I certainly would like to do something nice. I did nothing for my 10-year anniversary. Seriously? Like, life was so different. Things were going so weird. I did absolutely nothing for my 10-year anniversary of any significance. I would love to do something for 20 years as a creator. I can have an AI DSP take over the streaming for me. There you go. I'll have AI DSP broadcast, and then I'll go on a vacation or something while the AI DSP broadcasts. Perfect. Sounds like a plan. Would I consider other retro games for marathons in the future? Yes, I would. Absolutely, I would. I like doing retro games and retro game marathons. I think that they're very fun, but you need buy-in for them, and we actually did get buy-in for the Mega Man Marathon. I hope that continues at the end of the month. Remember, we're going to do Mega Man Marathon 3, the final one, at the end of this month, and then at the end of September, we're going to do another marathon. The one idea we've come up with for that was the worst games ever. Games like Big Rig, Over the Road Racing, Bad Rats 2, and other stuff like that, but I would need to know more bad games to play during that marathon. There's a bug on my shoulder. Oh! There's no bug on my shoulder. Our house is a very clean house, very few bugs and things like that, and any leftover bugs that are here, Jasper Kitty gets. He gets them all. He's very good in that regard. He's a good predator. Can I go back to Street Fighter 6 in the bad games marathon? No. I mean actually bad games. I mean games that are like known across the world as some of the worst ever, and I try to play them in a setting, not, oh, it's just because you don't like the game, now you play it. And no, that's not the point. This is not a Rageathon. This is a bad games event. You understand? We don't have to do a bad games event if you guys have a better idea for a different event, but this was an event that we were talking about months ago, and people seem to like the idea. I've seen No Country for Old Men, yes. Do I use PS5 activity cards? I don't even know what that means. What's a PS5 activity card? I've never heard of it. No, we haven't had problems with ants for a while. We think we figured out what it was. All right, that's a story I can tell you. I don't remember if I ever told you guys this story. Okay? If you remember, a few years ago, we had a problem with ants, and it's been a thing every once in a while. Ants come back, and then we seem to get rid of them, and then they come back, and then we seem to get rid of them again. So finally, I would say it was early on this year, like way early on this year, like probably like January or February. There were ants again, and we're like, this is ridiculous at this point. Like, it's not summer, and like, where the hell are these ants coming from? Okay? So finally, we started looking because we were pissed. We started pulling stuff out and everything. And come to find out, we did figure out what was going on, okay? We pulled out our oven. Now, who would think this, right? We pulled out our oven, and we actually discovered that when they built this house, they didn't finish the floor. There is probably about a half an inch missing from our hardwood floor behind the oven. And we can only assume that it's like that along the entirety of the kitchen wall. And it's just open. And we're looking at it like, what the fuck? Like, how did they not see this? How did they not figure this out? Okay. So all we did is we cleaned the floor with like, bleach and stuff. And then we put down ant traps and we pushed the oven back. We have not seen an ant since. So the ants were coming from this unfinished floor. That how the hell would you know your floor was not finished, right? You don't see it because it's hidden. It's hidden by the cabinets. It's hidden by the oven. You would never know that they didn't finish it. Probably just, cut corners to finish the house. So one day, if we redo our kitchen, we'll run and fix that, but obviously you can't do it now. But one day, if we're going to do like house renovations and we redo the kitchens, the cabinets and everything, we'll definitely have them fix that issue. But it's just so wild because it was like 3 years we couldn't figure out where the hell these ants were coming from. We would find them random places, but we could never determine the origin. And then finally doing that, all I did was clean it and put 2 traps down, and I haven't seen an ant. So that had to have been what it was. They were back there coming in, and when I put the traps down, they probably ate the bait and killed the colony, and that was the end of it. We got a €5 super chat from Cyber Elk. Thank you to Cyber Elk for €5. He says, are you pumped for Mafia? It's supposedly a throwback to the style of games released PS3 to 260 era, simple but fun. Yeah, sounds like it's right up my alley. Like, if we're going to be enjoying the story the whole time and the gameplay is, part of a way to just advance the narrative rather than some grindy bullshit or some ultra challenge, I think it's going to be a fun one. I think it's going to be a fun ride. It's going to be a shorter ride. We'll probably finish it this week because I'm playing it all day today. And I probably got like 2 more streams of it this week. So maybe we'll even beat it by the end of the week. But I think it's going to be a good one. Fox says it's not unfinished. There's usually a gap to allow for the flooring to expand and retract. Well, does it also usually allow access to your home of bugs so they could just come in? You know what I mean? It's just bizarre. I've never seen that before. And, I talked to my parents about it and everything. Like, no, we'd never seen that before. Never heard of it. X-Shooter, of course, I remember The Quiet Man. The Quiet Man scarred me for life. There's no way I could ever forget that game. I never played Mega Man Legends. No, I don't know anything about it, actually, besides I know it was N64. I think they ported it to PS1, but I've never played it. I'm glad you like the marathon. Jalen, $5 super chat. Says, here you are, Phil. Have a great stream. Thank you to Jalen. Will this ever appear? Why is it not appearing? This is very weird. It's not appearing. He definitely did it. It's in chat, but it's not appearing in my queue, and it's not popping up. I'm not sure why. Cyber Elk just did a super chat, and it worked. For some reason, the notifications program does not like Jalen. Jalen, I'm sorry. It won't play it for you. Yeah, I don't know. I can't make it work. I don't know what happened. It's working all day. Only Jalen's super chat doesn't work. Jeez. Okay. All right. So last chance, anyone. If you'd like to say something or get a shout out or ask a question, now will be the time. And then we'll take a brief break, and then it will be Mafia the Old Country all on the first stream and the second stream. We're going to play it all day long today, and we're going to see what I think. I'll give you my full, thoughts after we play this first day. Maybe I'll even do like a little kind of day one thoughts video at the end of the day. Excuse me. Excuse me. What is Dawn of War Definitive Edition? I don't know what that is. Will I do a WWE Royal Rumble sim for Christmas? I don't have WWE. I haven't bought it in many years, so no. Maybe one day I'll get back into buying the WWE games, and then we'll do sim matches again, but we haven't done it in a long time, so I probably would abstain from doing that for now. What about DSP Tries It, where I get stuff from local bakeries? I never even thought about something like that. Maybe I could look up local bakeries and pick up some like baked goods and try them. I could do that, and it is still a food taste test. It's just a little different. I wonder what kind of bakeries are. I know there's an Asian bakery because we have Asian markets and they all have Asian bakeries stuff there. That's a little different from what you get in an American bakery. But I wonder what else we could do. I'd have to probably figure out what's in the area. Sadly, that kind of stuff you probably can't order for delivery. I might have to take a day out, like on my day out, drive to a few bakeries and buy things and then have them available that week for DSP tries it. The thing about baked goods is they don't have to be hot, right? As long as they're just not stale. Is it too much red meat for me? Yes, we all know that bakeries are just chock full of red meat. What are you talking about, the villain? Yes, they always stuff all their pastries with meat. Sausages in the pastry. I hate it when I bite into my croissant and there's just pork belly rolling out of it. Oh. What is going on? Ridiculous stuff. That's correct. Blizzard says, be careful. Remember when the troll wanted to fight you over a cookie? No, the troll, I'm not kidding. I said that I was going to go to like Crave or Crumble, like those cookie places where they make gourmet cookies. And I was going to do that for DSP Tries It. And they said, if you do that, I'll be waiting in the parking lot and I will attack you. They actually said, I will attack you if you go to pick up cookies for DSP Tries It. I was threatened, physically threatened. Can't make this shit up. Knish? What is Knish? I never had a Knish. Knish? I never had that. Yes, we're still doing Minecraft once a week. No, I never set up a server or nothing because many years ago, I did have a server for Minecraft. Okay, this was like over a decade ago. It was the first time when I was playing Minecraft ever. And what happened was the server lasted several months. The first month or two, it thrived. And then after that, as everything, it fell into disrepair as detractors and trolls went in there and ruined it. And everyone was actually complaining to me about it. And I was like, well, it's not worth the trouble. And I just closed it and I never did anything with it. I think what actually happened was I handed it over to somebody else and they had it for a while and then it got closed. I'm not so heavily into Minecraft to have my own server. If I was playing Minecraft regularly, like all the time, several times a week, doing all kinds of content, then I would have a server. I play it once a week. Yeah, I play it once a week on a chill night stream. That doesn't warrant having a server. I'm never going to use the server for anything. It's not worth it. Do I ever do any gaming with my audience? Yes, every day. Every day I turn on my stream and I game and the audience is there. I always game for an audience. Yes. Am I going to play the DLC for Indiana Jones? I would like to, Itzy. I don't know if people will like it enough. I will have to see. It's a maybe. It's on my schedule as a possibility. A knish is a Polish dish. Oh, I don't even know. I never had a knish. Interesting. That is true. I did not game with my audience yesterday. I was not here yesterday. I did not broadcast. There you go. Ken Kniff from Connecticut eating a knish? That's a mouthful. No, I totally get it, Jinx. But again, like, for me, Minecraft is a once a week chill stream kind of deal. I don't really have time to play it more than that. It is kind of like a filler content, ongoing thing. So the server wouldn't be for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be having a server that I would never use. So it doesn't really make sense. And then sadly, then you have to have people who are upkeep and everything. It's just not worth it. In another time, like I said, over 10 years ago, I did it when I had way more time and I had more people who were into it and stuff. We're kind of far removed from that era of me doing stuff like that. Hilarious. Lays Dingo says, everything's filler content for you, Phil. You have no good content. So let's see. Who's the winner here? The guy who sits here and makes content and makes a living doing it and has an audience who loves him and supports him, or the person who doesn't like the content and is sitting whining in the chat, wasting their time? If you don't like the content, you don't have to be here. That's cool. Go watch content you like and leave the rest of us alone, you incredible loser. Is Kat currently playing any interesting games? No, she's been jumping around a bunch of different stuff. She's been playing some things on the mini PC, like some simulator games and things like that she's enjoyed. But then what happens is usually those games, you hit the wall after playing them a certain amount of time. There's not enough content and you run out. A lot of those games are kind of unfinished messes and really buggy. She actually was trying to figure out what else she wants to do in regards to various different things. You know, we're trying to figure out if there's a way to set stuff up. Because right now, basically, she can only have one thing hooked up downstairs at once. Either it's the mini PC or like the Xbox Series X. We're trying to find a way to maybe have it so it's easy to swap between. But yeah, I think right now what she's going to do, she's going to try to set up the Game Pass app on the mini PC and see if there's PC games via Game Pass that she'll want to play. But she hasn't done anything too consistently recently. It's a problem. Like, she wants to play games, but she hasn't really found anything too great. I played the first Gears of War. Yeah, I did. You guys have never seen me play the first Gears of War, but that was my era before I was a YouTuber, when I was trying to get myself back into console gaming. I had the Xbox 360 and I bought Gears of War and I played it online a lot. And I definitely played some of the campaign. I actually don't recall if I ever beat the campaign. I bought it more for the online. And I actually really liked the online play. I thought that it was a very fun game to play online. I did play the other Mafia games, 1 and 2 and 3, actually. So I've played them all. No, I haven't seen any new Ghost of Yote stuff. Nope. Okay. Well, thank you guys for chilling. Thanks for understanding. I know that Friday's marathon was very fun, but also kind of like a rushed end. And, you know, it sucked that things didn't go exactly according to plan. I would have loved to do an actual good episode of DSP Tries It. It didn't happen. Sometimes these things do happen where things don't turn out the right way. Thank you for helping me brainstorm what the next episode will be. Likely it'll be Shake Shack, and I'll try these brand new hot dogs they have there. Okay. And maybe after that, like the McDonald's Adult Happy Meal. Thanks for the early support. I'm excited to see if Mafia is any good. I don't know if it will be or not. But thank you guys so very much. Remember, there's no podcast tomorrow. Tomorrow, instead, we're going to opt to jump right into Death Stranding 2 to get maximum progress in the game, with my ideas to try to push forward and maybe beat it this week. If not, next week at the latest. So that way we're done and we can move on to other stuff. Keep in mind, we have some games on deck that we're interested in starting up for the summer. So thank you for watching the Level 1 podcast. It will return on Tuesday, but I hope you'll join me for all of the fun gameplay and streaming I'll be doing between there. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon.